What is going on, guys? Welcome in here to Rover Sports, and it's Sunday night. I'm going to go ahead very soon and talk about the Bears, but first I want to talk about last night, and that was Bryce Petty. Bryce Petty, those who watch this channel know I think that Bryce Petty has been treated like a second-class citizen ever since he hit Manhattan from Baylor. The Jets took a flyer on Bryce Petty in the 4th round. I'm a huge Bryce Petty fan. I believe that Bryce Petty has the arm strength, the footwork to succeed at this level. He's confident, charismatic, and he kind of reminds me of a guy like Kirk Cousins that had a very similar journey. Kirk Cousins, 4th rounder out of Michigan State. RG3 was, supposed to be the guy. Now, RG3 and Hackenberg, they're not that applicable because RG3, if not for injuries, RG3 had an unbelievable rookie year. I mean, they were up 14-0 on Seattle, and they won the division and got to the playoffs. So RG3 looked unstoppable in his first year. Then he ran too much, got hurt. RG3 had upside. Hackenberg, other than an arm that his feet are slow. He's looking like a bust, kind of like Paxton Lynch is. But what I was going to say about Bryce Petty is that this guy just has never gotten an opportunity. Like last season, he got hurt, played at the end of the year. Kirk Cousins was very similar. He played in 3 games at the end of RG3's tenure when RG3 kept getting hurt. And Kirk Cousins was a guy that used to light up the preseason as well. And then finally, they gave him the keys for a year. And guess what happened? He shocked everybody. He went out, he won the NFC East. He performed unbelievably down the stretch in Shanahan's offense, got to the playoffs, and was tied with Green Bay after the 3rd quarter. And, if not for goal line situations, if not for the defense losing, getting gassed and Aaron just dicing them, the Redskins could have actually beat Green Bay that weekend and got to the playoffs. Now, of course, Kirk Cousins, a lot of you will probably say, Kirk Cousins, I'm not sold on him. The Redskins aren't either. They're not giving him a big contract. Part of that is Kirk Cousins, trying to get $26 million this year. And Kirk Cousins, yes, he is turnover prone. He isn't perfect, and he did choke last year at multiple times, including what everybody will remember in a game to get to the playoffs. He couldn't beat a team in the New York Giants that were already in the playoffs. But talking about Bryce Petty, there are quarterbacks in the NFL that get 9 lives. Whether it's Blake Bortles, who's going to be starting again, whether it's Andy Dalton, whether it's maybe Hoyer. Brian Hoyer continues to get starting looks and starting jobs. Dalton, Hoyer, Tannehill. There's guys that just continue to just trot out and play. Sam Bradford. I mean, I know he's the number 1 overall pick. Maybe these guys are first rounders, and then there's quarterbacks like a Kirk Cousins, like a Johnny Manziel, that they literally can't get the field. It's like the coaching staff just hates them, discriminates against them for some reason or other. And the New York Jets have discriminated against Bryce Petty. They've treated him like complete shit ever since he's been in New York, throwing him with the 3rd stringers, putting him aside as an afterthought. Even when everybody gets hurt, they're just tossing him aside. This whole training camp, Bryce Petty basically way behind Christian Hackenberg and McCown. It's obvious that the fix was in before training camp even started. And Bryce Petty, it takes a lot of mental fortitude to still go out there, to not get discouraged, to still try to learn this offense when your coordinators and everybody's treating you awful, treating you horrendously, saying you're awful. You're so far behind Hackenberg. We're going to give you 8 reps, and we're going to give Hackenberg 25 because we picked Hackenberg in the 2nd round. And we're going to give this 36-year-old guy, Josh McCown, we're going to give him a starting job because we want to suck so we can get another quarterback, and you, Bryce Petty, can either sit there and wallow away your whole career or you can quit, be a Jake Locker somewhere or a Ryan Lindley and sell real estate. That's what the Jets have been doing to this guy. And it's not fair. It's dumb. It's stupid. And I know for a fact, I will bet a lot of... I know that they're going to start Josh McCown in Buffalo, and it's going to irk everybody, and it's going to suck. And guess what? You know what? Bryce Petty then probably will lose out more confidence. Bryce Petty isn't perfect. He's not like a Peyton Manning. His arm motion is a little weird. He came from a spread offense. He doesn't go through progressions amazingly well. But let's give the kid a chance. Give the kid a chance. Why are you trotting out McCown? If McCown throws 10 touchdowns, you're not making the playoffs. You're not doing anything. Give Bryce Petty a chance. He's better than Josh McCown. Why do you even have McCown on the roster? I mean, Bryce Petty can literally throw for 20,000 touchdowns, and everybody on Twitter or social media will laugh. I just don't understand it. Why doesn't anyone take this guy seriously? Why do people not take Bryce Petty seriously? And I can't wait for him, if he goes to Buffalo, to play. He needs to go to Buffalo and play. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He needs to play in Buffalo. And I bet Buffalo will be scared. They want to see McCown. They want to see a 36-year-old fossil back there at quarterback, a guy that at every stop is a journeyman and a backup. And don't get McCown's never gotten a chance. First of all, he's 36 years old. Bryce Petty could be a franchise quarterback. They wouldn't know. Let's see Petty play 5 games with terrible receivers and a horrible offensive line and see if we can salvage something. Let's see if magic can strike. That's all I really want, is see if magic can strike, because Hack's got his crack at it. McCown is 36 years old. There's no reason why this guy should even be on a roster. He has no future in the league. You're not building a franchise around Josh McCown. Petty could be a Kirk Cousins, a guy that shocks everybody, a 4th rounder that comes out of nowhere and shocks everybody and actually performs well in the games and actually gains the trust of his teammates and gains the trust of New York. So those are my thoughts on Petty. I think I feel for Petty a lot of times. We're on the Bryce bandwagon here. And listen, I'm not going to guarantee and say Petty's going to do fantastic if he plays, but I actually think Petty will do fairly well. I do believe in the talents that he has. I'm one of the few that believes. And listen, I believe that Bryce Petty, I want him to at least have a chance to fail. I want at least 7-8 games. I want to at least see, hey, this guy isn't good, okay? I just want that. Just like Manziel and Tebow, we didn't get our closure for people that enjoyed watching those guys play. Tebow, yes, his arm was, his arm strength, whatever, the loopiness. But Tebow got stashed behind Rex Ryan and Chip Kelly, 2 coaches that are no longer here. And, you'll lose your credibility by saying Tebow can play. I mean, Tebow with the Denver Broncos made their defense better because he would run the football. He is a great leader. The team was connected with Tim Tebow. He made a couple of throws. Tebow still won a Heisman. I wanted to see Tebow get 2 more years and at least suck kind of like a Blake Bortles or somebody and get closure that, hey, he sucks. Or Johnny Manziel, same way. But sometimes you won't get closure, and it's disappointing in that regard. It is. So Kirk Cousins got his chance. Washington rolled the dice. I think the Jets need to just start Bryce Petty. That's all this video is for. Thank you, guys. He had a good game last night. And 3 touchdowns, decisive, can run around back there, has a really big arm, 10-inch hands. I mean, this guy could be a gem.